3 craftsmen worked from dawn until dusk every day for 20 years. 1 became wealthy, 2 stayed poor. They all worked the same hours. The difference was what their hands were building. This is the falling coins principle. In the old guild quarter, everyone understood effort. You showed up. You worked hard. You got paid. Simple equation. But there was a pattern the elders noticed that nobody talked about. Some craftsmen spent decades perfecting skills that made them wealthy. Others spent decades perfecting skills that kept them poor. Same effort, different wealth. The hands decided everything. This is called the time leverage principle. Your hands can build 2 types of things: things that pay you once, or things that pay you repeatedly. Things that consume your time, or things that multiply your time. Most people spend their entire career building the first type. Then they wonder why 30 years of hard work left them with nothing. Let me show you 3 craftsmen from the same guild hall. Same hours, same dedication, completely different outcomes. Meet Thomas the stonecutter. Sunrise to sunset, he cut stone. Commission work, a merchant needs decorative columns. Thomas quotes the job. 3 weeks of work. Payment on delivery. He cuts stone for 3 weeks. Gets paid. The money comes in. The money goes to expenses. Next commission. Cut stone for 2 weeks. Get paid. Pete for 20 years. Thomas was exceptional at his craft. Perfect angles. Clean edges. Clients loved his work. He never lacked commissions. Always busy. Always working. Always paid. But here's what happened to his time. Every coin Thomas earned required his hands to touch stone. No stone cutting equals no payment. His skill trapped him in a loop. Work creates money. Stop working, money stops. 20 years later, Thomas was still cutting stone, still paid per job, still trading time for coins. Meet William the toolmaker. Same guild, same hours. Different approach. William made chisels and hammers for other craftsmen. But William understood something Thomas didn't. He built tools that worked when he wasn't working. Year 1, William made tools by hand, sold them directly, made decent money. But he noticed the limitation. His hands could only make so many tools. He was still trading time for coins, just like Thomas. So William changed what his hands built. Year 2, William designed jigs and templates, systems that let apprentices make tools to his specifications. He taught 3 apprentices. They made tools while he designed better systems. His hands stopped making tools. His hands started making systems that made tools. The coins multiplied. Year 5, William had 8 craftsmen working his systems. He took orders, managed quality, improved designs. His tools were in 50 workshops across 3 towns. Coins arrived weekly from standing orders. Some weeks he worked 2 days and earned more than Thomas earned in 6. His hands had built leverage. Year 10, William's workshop produced 300 tools monthly. He worked 3 days a week, spent 2 days improving systems. The other 2 days, he trained other craftsmen to build similar workshops in distant towns. Revenue share agreements, more coins falling from the same systems. His time had multiplied. Year 20, William owned 4 workshops, employed 40 craftsmen. His original tools were worn out and replaced, but the systems he built kept producing. He worked when he wanted. The coins never stopped. Same hours as Thomas over 20 years, 10 times the wealth. His hands built different things now. Meet Peter the scribe. Peter copied manuscripts, beautiful calligraphy. Steady demand from monasteries and wealthy merchants. Peter took 3 weeks to copy a complete book, got paid well, took pride in every letter. Started the next book. Repeat for 20 years. Peter's skill was rare. Not many could write that clearly. His work was art. But like Thomas, every coin required Peter's hand to move a quill. No writing equals no payment. Year 20, Peter was still copying books, still paid per manuscript, still trading time for coins. His hands were busy his whole career. His wealth never grew. Here's the mechanism most people miss. Your hands have limited hours. You can work dawn to dusk, but there's a ceiling. You can improve your skill, but there's still a ceiling. You can charge more, but the ceiling remains. When payment requires your personal time, you're collecting falling coins. They fall when you work. They stop when you rest. This is the trap. Time leverage works different. You build something once, it pays repeatedly. You design a system, others execute it. You create a template, it multiplies your output. Train someone, they extend your capacity. Your hands stop being the bottleneck. The coins fall, even when you sleep. Check your current work. Does every dollar you earn require your personal time that day? If you stopped working for a week, would income stop? If yes, you're collecting falling coins. You're Thomas or Peter, skilled but trapped. The wealth ceiling is already visible. Most people think the solution is working harder or getting promoted. Wrong. Thomas worked as hard as anyone. Peter's skill was elite. Hard work and skill don't create leverage. They just make you a more valuable time trader. The ceiling gets higher, but it's still there. The real question is, what are your hands building? Are you building deliverables that pay once, or systems that pay repeatedly? Are you executing tasks, or designing processes? Are you the doer, or the multiplier? Thomas cut stone for 20 years. Every column was beautiful. Every column paid once. William made tools for 2 years, and built systems that made tools without him. The coins never stopped falling. Same starting skill level, different understanding of leverage. Here's your Monday morning protocol. Look at your current work. Identify what you do repeatedly, not unique projects, repeated patterns. Tasks you do weekly or monthly that require your time every time. Pick one repeated task. This week, document the process. Every step, every decision point. Make it teachable. This is your first leverage point. Next week, teach someone else to do it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just functional. This frees your time. Now use that freed time differently. Don't fill it with more time trading work. Use it to build another system, document another process, create another template, drain another person, design another tool that works without you. This is how William's hands worked, building leverage instead of deliverables. And month 1, you might free 2 hours weekly. Feels small. Month 3, you freed 6 hours. Month 6, you freed 12 hours. But here's what matters. Those 12 hours aren't for relaxing. They're for building more leverage, more systems, more processes, more multiplication. Year 1, you're still doing the work, but you've built 3 systems that extend your capacity. Year 2, those systems are running. You're building bigger systems. Revenue grows, but your hours don't. Year 5, you're operating like William. Time multiplied. Income multiplied. Ceiling removed. Be honest about timelines. This isn't a weekend project. Thomas spent 20 years perfecting stone cutting. William spent 20 years building systems. Same time invested. It's a different return. The question isn't whether to invest time. You're investing it anyway. The question is, what are your hands building during that time? The trap is prestigious time trading. Peter was an elite scribe, respected, well-paid, still poor after 20 years. High-value time trading is still time trading. The ceiling is just higher. William wasn't more talented. He just understood that hands should build leverage, not just deliverables. 3 craftsmen, 3 careers, 3 outcomes. Thomas and Peter are still working in their 60s, still skilled, still respected, still trading time for coins, still one illness away from nothing. William retired at 45. His systems kept running. The coins kept falling. Same starting point. Different understanding of what hands should build. Your hands are building something right now. Today, this week, this month. Check what it is. Deliverables that pay once, or systems that pay repeatedly. That answer determines whether you're still working at 60 or retired at 45. Same effort, different leverage, different life. Apply this. Watch what happens.